In this video, I will explain you the last topic of the lesson 10, respiration in organism, and the topic is respiration in plants. Like animals, plants also respire for their survival because plants are also the living things, and it is one of the characteristics feature of the living things is that they respire. So plants also respire like other living organisms. They get energy by the process of respiration, in which glucose break down in the presence of oxygen to form carbon dioxide and water with the release of energy. Because the plants get energy by the breakdown of the food they produce, because they are the green plants are the autotrophs, and they can prepare their own food, they can manufacture their own food by the process of photosynthesis. So they are the autotrophs, and during photosynthesis they make the food as glucose, that is the simple sugar. When they synthesize carbon dioxide and water, and they along with they produce simple sugar, but at the same time they also release a lots and lots of oxygen. Clear? Now when in the presence of oxygen to form carbon dioxide and water with the release of energy, they break, and that is they produce when they break the food in the presence of oxygen. Clear? Plants take in oxygen from air and give out carbon dioxide during respiration. The leaves of the plants have the tiny pores called stomata. So the stomatas are the tiny pores which are mostly found on the lower surface of the leaves, and they are used for exchange of gases like oxygen and carbon dioxide. Hence the respiration occurs through them in plants. Now here you see the tiny pores, that is the stomata. It is stomata. So this is called the stomata, and it is the stomata, they are, that means covered, or we can say they are surrounded by two kidney shaped cells which are known as Gerd cells, and these Gerd cells are surrounded by the epidermal cells. So this is the structure of the stomata where the exchange of gases takes place. I think you all know in human being the exchange of gases takes place in the alveolus. Clear? But in case of the plants, mostly the exchange of gases takes place through stomata. Like all other living cells of the plants, the root cells also need oxygen to generate energy, because roots are found below the soil. They are found below the soil. They grow under the ground. The roots grow under the ground. But like all other living cells, they also require oxygen to generate energy, because without energy they cannot perform their other activities. The roots of a plant have a very large number of tiny hair on them called the root hair. So if you see the root of a plant, then you see the from the root, this is the primary root. From the primary root, the lateral roots are coming out, and each and every root has a number of root hair. So air present in between the particles of soil. You all know the particles of the space in between the soil particles are called the intermolecular spaces. So in that space, these spaces are occupied by air. The root hair are in contact with the air present in the soil particles. So here you can see that this is the root hair and it is in contact with the air space. That means all these spaces are occupied by air, so it is always in contact with the air present in the soil particles. So what happens here? Oxygen from air in soil particles diffuses in the root hair and reaches all the cells of the root. So from here it diffuses and then it reaches all the cells of the root where it is utilized in respiration. Carbon dioxide produced during respiration goes out through the root hair by the process of diffusion. So here the process of diffusion is used to take in oxygen from the air in soil particles. That means in between the soil particles the air is present, so from there oxygen it is taken by the root hair by the process of diffusion, and then it that means say distribute that oxygen to each and every cells of the root. So same way carbon dioxide produced during respiration is again removed from the throughout from the, that means it's the carbon dioxide is thrown out by the root hair through the process of diffusion. So it is again another way, one way the roots they respire. Then you see the woody stems. The stems of big plants, they are woody. The stems of the big plants are big trees are very hard and woody. So the stems of herbs have stomata for exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide. So if you see the stems of the herbs means that means the plants which are very small and their stems are very soft and easily breakable. So in case of that, the stomata are present in the stems which are used for exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide. The hard and woody stems of big plants and trees have lenticels. Clear? So what are the lenticels? Why they are, that means lenticels, how they help the woody plants, the woody stems of the plants to respire. Clear? For exchange, gaseous exchange, how do they help? So first you should know what are the lenticels. Lenticel is a tiny openings on the bark where the cells are loosely packed and have intercellular spaces allowing the exchange of gases. So here you see lenticels are present in the bark of the woody stems. Clear? Where cells are very loosely packed, that means the cells are not very compact. Clear? You can see in the picture the cells are not that means packed very closely, they are loosely packed and have intercellular spaces. Have you seen the intercellular spaces in between the cells? So having intercellular spaces and allowing the exchange of gases. Clear? So this loosely packed cells help in exchange of gases in case of the plants. So in this way the respiration takes place in plants. That means the different parts of the plants in leaves, in roots, and in woody stems. So that's all about the respiration in organisms. And here a very important point you should remember, you should know that in plants both photosynthesis and respiration occur during the daytime. Both photosynthesis, because for that means photosynthesis the plants require sunlight. Clear? And at the same time respiration also occurs. So plants take in both carbon dioxide and oxygen during the day. So plants, they take carbon dioxide for photosynthesis and oxygen for respiration during the daytime. However, during the night, photosynthesis does not occur. Only respiration takes place. So, in plants also, the 24 hours, the respiration takes place. And for that, the plants take, that means plants require oxygen. Clear? But that means consumption of the rate of consumption of oxygen is very less than the consumption of carbon dioxide during photosynthesis. It's clear, everyone? Hope you all have understood each and every topic of this lesson. Thank you.